So if you've ever listened to David Bowie, the song Life on Mars, and he says Ibiza to the Norfolk Broads, if you've ever wondered what's the Norfolk Broads, that's it. So I've just met John, and in the van we're going to head off and pick up the rest of the team. At the moment it says 173 miles down to the venue. It's going to take us a little longer than we'd hoped, 3 hours 48, so it looks like there's quite a bit of traffic on the way. I mean, that might clear by the time we get there, but we'll see.
Right,
Hi, I'm Craig.
Right, I'm filming now. Can you rein it in a bit?
Yeah, shut up, John.
Right, where are we? Stephen, where are we?
We are 2 hours and 17 minutes. We're on the A11. We're 2 hours 17 minutes away. We're about a little under halfway there.
Halfway to Winchelsea, which is basically Hastings, and we have just stopped for snacks. What have you had, Dave?
Miracle.
He's had a Snickers. They didn't have any Mars bars, but John's still got one saved up, and we've gone for
German meatballs.
Yeah, we have. They say chicken bites.
Chicken bites even.
Yeah, I think you picked the wrong thing up there. I've been cheap. I brought a sandwich. It's better than what Steve's got, because I've gone for whole grain. Look at this. Look at that. Is not my crotch. Obviously, I'll show that a bit later. Look at that.
That was well done.
That looks unreal. Steve's gone for a plain cheese bagel, and John has gone for the
Skinny latte because my body's a temple.
He looks after himself.
Yeah.
2 more hours of this nonsense.
So guys, it's bagel o'clock. The guys have got the dry bagels out. Okay. Steve, we're a little bit offended by you today. Why, you ask? He's put.
Like Chris Moy.
He likes Chris Mine. But also, he's put slices of cheddar on his bagel with no spread. So it's basically just a bagel and slices of cheddar. Now, in my eyes, Primula would have been a better option. Cathedral City spread, even Philadelphia. But here we are, judging you, Steve, for having this dry ass bagel. You know, it's a lesson learned, I think, because there's no wrong with a bit of spread. Is there, boys?
Nothing wrong with spread.
Nothing wrong. Being full of
I would
spread.
have personally gone with the cheese and beetroot stuff.
Oh, now this is another ball game because John bigs up the beetroot, and I feel strongly against that idea. I think people are either for or against beetroot. What do you guys think? Let us know.
I like it.
You like beetroot? Let us know what you think about beetroot, guys.
So just as far as, I thought I'd just talk a little bit about what I've been listening to music-wise this week. I guess when I was about 5 years old, the Beatles broke up, so the Beatles were never really a thing for me. I'd like to listen to some Paul McCartney, I'd like to listen to some Wings, but I never really got into the Beatles. So I've been listening to a podcast called Nothing Is Real, which is fantastic on Spotify, and it really goes into the albums and really talks about how they were made and what's on there. So that's going to be really interesting. I've been listening to some of that, listening to some tracks I've never heard by the Beatles. So for example, I Me Mine, I've never heard that song. It was the only song they recorded in the 70s, so that was really fascinating to listen to. And also, I'd never heard the Beatles version of Gotta Get You Into My Life. I kind of knew they wrote it. I was familiar with the Earth, Wind and Fire version, but I'd never listened to that version, so really loving that. It's like one of my favourite tracks now. Gotta Get You Into My Life by the Beatles. The original version has been fantastic. And of course I've been listening to young Greg's band back there, Prawns. 2 songs that I listen to almost every week. It's Taste and Wolves. And if he's happy to me to do so, I'll put a link in the description. Great original songs from that Greg writes with his duo that he does. So that's what I've been listening to this week. A little bit of the Beatles. Always listening to a little bit of Christopher Cross. My favourite album is the Carlisle Sessions. That's where he used to redone all the hits acoustically. I love that album, Crisscross Carlisle Sessions. But apart from that, bit of Beatles, bit of Prawns. Put some links down in the description.
This week mostly been listening to Steve has got me into Grant Green, so I've been listening to that all week. All this sort of funkier stuff, which I hadn't really heard before. Some of it I recognise, but that's been really good. So guitar solos are going to be based on that today.
Since me and Steve had a conversation about what songs we would like to put into our set list, he mentioned Kylie, and I haven't stopped listening to her since. Brought back very nostalgic memories for me of listening to her Fever album in the car with my mum when I was a little girl in the early 2000s. Everything about it is just iconic, massive part of pop culture. The looks, the choreography. Favourite song has got to be Can't Get You Out of My Head. Yeah, a lot of inspiration there.
So this week, I've mostly been listening to some UK subs.
Nice.
Bit of Sham 69.
There you go.
But I've particularly been spending a lot more time on Sonata number 9 in C sharp major, which the bass tones have been absolutely exquisite, and that's really been my week.
It's crazy. We're in Chelsea. We're in the holiday park. We've just got to find where the venue is. This could take a while.
No, we did before.
It's 11:35. The van is packed. Fun night. How we feel, guys? Oh, hey! It was a real fun night. Another hot night. When we left Norwich, it was like 25 degrees. I think it was a little cooler here, but not a massive room. But it's a real fun night. Nice audience. Fun night. And we are about to head home. So with the A11, the A12 and the M11 all having closures, we wound our way home through country lanes. Tired but happy, everyone was home around 4 a.m. We hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching.